What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with the RK Outpost, and when it's all said and done, Santa Inc. may end up being one of the worst woke disasters of all time, as the media has completely stopped talking about it. This show is dead in the water. No one is defending it, not even the show's stars, Sarah Silverman and Seth Rogen. They have been completely silent for over a week about this show because even they know it is a disaster. And really, when you think about it, the problem with this show is that they were honest with everybody. They were completely brutally honest about what this show would be. They didn't try to do a bait and switch. They didn't try to lie with the trailer. No, they were brutally honest about what this was going to be, and literally nobody liked it and nobody wanted it. That's how you get things like this. A 4% score on Rotten Tomatoes, with critics still afraid to actually give their reviews. When you look at the score details, you'll see there has been 3 critic ratings, 2 of which are positive somehow for this. So if they could do an average, I guess it'd be sitting at 66% on Rotten Tomatoes. Still a pretty big gap between that and the 4% audience score. You know, the IMDb, it's actually gone up to 1.2. Still good for the lowest rated TV show of all time. And we know the story with the trailer. This trailer, when it came out, listen, it came out and there wasn't really much buzz about it. Then all of a sudden, I make a reaction video, Yellow Flash react, Quarter reacts, everybody starts talking about it. All of a sudden, this thing's at nearly 1 million views and almost 200,000 dislikes. One of the worst ratios we have ever seen. We know how they turned off the comments. They can say all they want. Oh, we turned them off for this. We turned them off for that. We know it's because they didn't like the actual backlash they were getting. So then what did they do? They preemptively turned it off on the other Santa Inc. videos, didn't they? Let's go and look. Let's show you guys, because here's these are the last promotions they did. This is the last time HBO Max tried to promote Santa Inc., and even then, it was an absolute disaster. Let's look at this one right here. We don't need to listen to it. We've already seen this. I think I'm going to use this as the thumbnail, actually. 200 likes to 13,000 dislikes. Comments were preemptively turned off because they knew what it was going to be. And like I said, the media has been pretty silent on it. This is the last article that was written about Santa Inc. Will Santa Inc. get a season 2 on HBO Max? I don't think there's a very good chance of that, but I guess you never know. This is HBO Max. This is these streaming services. They were the ones who wanted this garbage on their platform in the first place. But I thought it was funny. When you search Santa Inc., this is how dead this show is. This is how absolutely dead in the water this is. 2 days ago. That is the most recent one, sorted by date. We're going to read through this article a little bit, but that's the most recent one. You got Seth Rogen, Santa Inc. Controversy Explain, Hearst's Hot Take Review of Santa Inc., a Christmas TV guide. It must be in there somewhere. Santa Inc. giving people reason to vote Rudolph into power. This is from Israel Today. Nasty Santa Inc. ruins Christmas. Santa Inc. Spring Awakening Resurrection. Seth Rogen blames white supremacists for his Santa Inc. bad reviews, but these are all like 3 days ago. Like, this show has only been out a week, and already the media stopped talking about it. I honestly thought that the media was going to try to use this moment and really side hard with Seth Rogen and just play it up over and over and over again. But it's so bad that not even they can defend something like this. And really, that's the last time Seth Rogen talked about it. December 2nd, when this released. Wow, we really pissed off tens of thousands of white supremacists with our new show, Santa Inc., which is now available on HBO Max. And of course, we've gone through these responses several times. There's nobody who's saying anything like that in the chat or in the responses. It's all just crapping on Seth Rogen for a terrible, terrible show. And that's the last time Seth Rogen talked about it. He's got some replies, mostly for people buying his weed stuff. I don't really know. A car lighter. There it is. It's so beautiful and heavy enough that if need be, I could bludgeon someone with it. Seth Rogen says that's the goal. Well, I guess maybe he lives in LA and needs to protect himself. But he hasn't talked about this show at all. He hasn't promoted it for a reason, because they know it is an absolute woke failure. And when you look at this article, you know, I don't know who's asking for this, other than the people involved, other than the people that have jobs because of Santa Inc. I don't know who is asking for anything like this. Santa Inc., HBO Max latest 8-episode animated series from Seth Rogen and Sarah Silverman, landed on the streaming service earlier this month. It follows a female elf named Candy Smalls who decides she wants to break down the inherent patriarchal structure of the North Pole and become the next Santa Claus. And it's true. They told us this from the trailer. They told you that it would be unfunny. They told you that it would be cringe. And they told you that they would absolutely despise and destroy everything about Christmas. And it would not be funny. That's the biggest sin of all. It is unfunny. Since its release, however, Santa Inc. has received an extremely negative review and currently holds a 4% audience rating on Rotten Tomatoes. The holiday-inspired series wouldn't, of course, be the first time Rogen's incorporated his signature and popular crude comedy into animated media. Sausage Party. So now you're saying the Sausage Party, right? Should we go Rotten Tomatoes? Let's look at this. You said crude and popular. Sausage. What is this? Sausage Party. Let's look it up. Let's see what the score is for this. 50%. So how did the critics give this an 82%? But look at that audience score, right? First of all, 500,000 plus ratings. That is a lot of ratings for that. 50%. But you think that's popular? Is that what you're going to say? That's popular when half the audience likes it and half the audience despises it? Well, now you have obviously a different measuring stick for what you consider to be popular humor in these animated movies. 4%. Leaving many people wondering why Santa Inc. is seemingly bombed with critics and audiences. It's not that hard to figure out. They say, let's dive into the possibility of Santa Inc. getting a second season. The cast, who could return? Yeah, obviously anybody, it's just voice acting. Any of them could return. It's not that big of a deal. The plot, what other stories could be told? Santa Inc.'s plot in season 1 follows Candy. She tries to break through the patriarchy and become the first woman. Along the way, she overcomes several obstacles. The season ends with her intern being offered the position of Santa. Candy starts a revolution for Santa Inc.'s workers and leads a walkout on Christmas Eve. On her way home, Candy accidentally runs over Junior, the reindeer, and flees the accident. We find out he's still alive, leaving a major cliffhanger for the audience. Cliffhanger? You think that these people, the 4% of people that are somehow out there that gave this a positive rating, you really think they're sitting there waiting for this cliffhanger, that is going to justify to them a season 2? When we've seen other woke failures, like kind of Kevin Smith's Masters of the Universe, that talk went on forever, and they continued promoting it forever. Now, of course, that was getting a part 2, which when that came out, they were absolutely silent about it because they knew that there just wasn't the audience there. They'd already driven their audience away for that. But that first several weeks after release, there was a lot of news and a lot of talk coming about that show from the media, from, Netflix, from Kevin Smith, everybody. Not so much when it comes to this. That's why I truly do think this is going to go down as one of the worst woke failures in history. I mean, you go after such a large swath of your target audience like they did, I guess it's not really a surprise. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments below. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.